Yeah, the honey's on. Every step I take is with my gauge. I'm selling dope, I can't live on fucking minimum wage. A young black man, and you know what that means, G. A hard life, and ain't nobody hiring me. Too black, too strong for this fucking little system, man. No Uncle Tom, so I'm fucking up that little plane. So fucking scared that I might just up retaliate. You ask me why, shit, my heart filled with hate. Motherfucker past, talking about shit that's happening here today. I'm on my knees, oh Lord help me control this rage. I'm being teased like a beast, like within a cage. They're setting traps, then almost get me twice, you see. They won't feel safe till they got me hanging from a tree. I'm still running, but I got the Lord on my side. Glory to corner for my homies that have fought and died. Ain't nothing changed, I still live my life in fear. I ask you God, where we go from here?
T.O.G. podcast, man. What it do?
Man, it's doing it.
You already know, man. How the week was, baby.
Man, listen. That week been up and down. My nigga, you
sound like
hey, it's been like, you know, like last week, you know, you say you're tired and all that.
Yeah.
So we go to a convention.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of conventions for helping different people, different organizations, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we go to a convention, and we park the car, and they done broke into it. I said, what the hell?
So you talking about?
Yeah, man. I'm like, but I couldn't sleep none, and I was tossing and turning. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and early that morning I got up. I was gonna go look at this truck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I know the spirit is there if you pay attention to it.
Yeah.
If you pay attention to him, and you pay attention to what's really going on, the spirit gonna be right there with you. Cause you know, for me at least, I put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
It tells me different things, and I listen to it or I don't listen to it. Sometimes I don't listen to, I'm gonna say the first mind, and go with the second mind.
Okay.
And then the second mind, I just to test was my first mind the real thing.
Yeah.
I don't do no major shit with it.
Yeah.
I did today. I was gonna get a tool, so I said, shoot, I can go to the pawn shop and get a tool. And it probably be cheaper than going to get a new one.
Yeah.
So I go to the pawn shop, the tool costs $54. I said, oh no. No, the pawn shop?
Yeah.
And then it looked like it been used, you know, like they...
Yeah, that's normal, that pawn shop, you
okay.
get used.
That's, what is it?
Used.
Okay, so
yes, sir.
I went up to another establishment,
okay,
where I can get a brand new one at,
man, but that was
$42. Ooh.
Man, they get on big time, you know.
You
pawn
feel
shop
me?
action. You can buy a brand new less than
Listen,
okay, right.
listen, but see, you got to look at the dynamics of a pawn shop. The pawn shop have you going in there feeling desperate.
Yeah.
So they feed off that desperate feeling that you coming there with. So you don't even think to go in a good part. You like, I'm gonna have to go there, cause I can give me a deal there, cause you desperate.
And you the deal.
You the damn deal. Yeah. Well, you know,
you the deal.
like I said, I continuously learn. I learn every day. You know, I don't care how old I get.
So you learn.
Every day I'm learning. Yeah.
I think we all, like I say, I want to learn something new every day. I want to learn something new every day, right? So yeah, my week, like I say, I've been fighting off a cold or whatnot, trying to make sure it don't get too far out or whatnot. So I've been dealing with that. And I'm still in that mode. I know for the last couple weeks I've been saying I'm watching how everything is slowing down, and I'm really taking time out. I was laughing at myself today because I was sitting in the living room with my youngest son, and so he actually playing video games on the phone, but he got it plugged up to the TV. Mm-hmm. So he excited about
so it's on the TV.
Yeah, and his phone. So
he tripping.
Yeah, and so he excited because he like, look, Dad, see what I did and all that. So, and I'm saying to myself, I'm actually taking time out individually. I have 5 children, so I'm taking time out individually. And I don't think I've never done that. And so I'm like, people don't understand the small things. So I'm taking time out individually on each child. My oldest son, take time out with him. We ride and we talk. You know, and like I say, like he wasn't an in-house child. So I'm still learning his ways. See, what makes him click, what make him tick, what make him.
Man, ain't that something?
So you know what I'm saying. I'm doing all
Yeah,
that and
yeah.
see how he interact with his son.
Right, right,
Right,
right.
and I'm
right,
watching
right,
all that.
Right, right.
So that's on him. So I've already did it with my oldest daughter. Me and her spent a lot of time
Jam
one
tight.
right?
Yeah.
So now she moved out, and the 13-year-old is the
Take it.
elder
Right,
sibling of the house. So
As should be.
I get my one-on-one with her, taking and picking up practice, and she get in and tell me everything was going on. And now, and I'm sitting there watching how she interact with her mom, want to go in there and get that motherly time. So that's another child. So my baby girl was a child that was to herself. She never came out of the room. Anytime we have family time, she'd be back there by herself on the video games, blah, blah, blah. So now she's coming out. Now I get the one-on-one times with her, sitting and watching her, and watch her go and lay in the bed with her mom, talk, come rub on her mom, rub her hair, and all that type of stuff. So I'm getting that individual time. It's slowing down like individually now. And so I don't know if we understand how important that is, because we get caught up so much in our lives, and we actually be in the house with our kids, but we wouldn't even know who they really are, like what's their personalities, like what they really about. But now we'll be like, now I'm taking care of everything, but you don't know who they really are, and I'm really like seeing.
You trying to just get there.
Yeah, man, I want to, because here's the thing. So this is what I did. So by me having 5 children, and I had it in different eras. So I had my first child when I was 18. I'm a kid myself. So I can remember your first kid, you always want to run out there and give them any and everything you want them to have, right? And I was in that mode, buying. I don't understand that because I'm a kid. And all I want my kid to have this, I want my kid to have that. So boom. My second child was a child that was the in-house, the firstborn in-home. So I watched, and so basically, so that was her mom's first child. So we still made sure she had whatever she wanted, whatever, right? We was in that mode. And then we could only do what we was taught. We was still in that mode. And so I'm like, damn, we struggling, right? We still struggling. So once we started having the other children, the mindset started changing. And so now the oldest daughter had moved out. And now we're in the mode of, okay, I'm in that mode of now, where do I go? Where did I go wrong with the other two? Like, what mistakes did I make with them? Now I'm in that mode of trying to make sure I don't make those mistakes and fix those problems, right? And make sure they have even better, like I always say, what I'm playing long ball. I want to play long ball with them to make sure they have whatever, needs, wants, everything, make sure they're in order, right? So I'm in that mode. So that's what's been going on with me, bro.
Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't get the one I got to do nothing. I'm just gonna tell you like that.
I mean,
I love him now. Love him to pieces. You know what I'm saying? But he's a dude. One thing I really, and I applaud you for being there.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying, but I think God works all type of ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew, I ain't gonna say I knew, but I'm gonna say that his mom did an excellent job with him, with what she did while I wasn't here. So
and applaud all moms,
single
or married. I mean, I applaud because I've been watching some shows and I've been noticing when it come down to men doing what the moms normally do, like every day, and when it's time for the man to do it, it be like, wow. Then we get to see like, damn, how do they really do this? Like, man, I ain't, like it comes natural to them. They do it with ease.
My nigga.
Like, real talk.
You didn't live with Tim, mama.
Okay.
I did that.
Okay.
I used to get up with him. Man, she would wake me up. Hey, you hear that, baby?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've always been the type of dude that, I don't mind splitting what we doing because we splitting what we doing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's no big eyes, little U's in my relationship.
Gotcha.
It's just we who we are. You know what I'm saying? I accept you for everything you are, the imperfections, and you accept me for all my imperfections.
Mm-hmm.
And we decide to move along. But as far as, now I had to grow into that. Let me just put that here.
Yeah.
I didn't just, I was a fool at times and did other things at times. But as I grow, I understand that, you just have to be who you are, originally you. And then if people don't accept it or want that, cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to impress or be Yeah, anybody's friend that don't want to be around me, I'm cool with that.
Gotcha.
I just keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
But my family has always been my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's always been my thing.
Yeah.
So in my family, I have so many children.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so many children. Cause all these kids, they look to me for things,
Sure.
and I'm there for them. I hadn't been for a long time, but here now,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna see something different.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All this is just is me getting ready to do the things that they knew I was gonna do in the first place.
You know.
Okay?
And I always just look back. I just always look back on my childhood. So I always try to make sure my kids have mom and dad. I'm talking about like, I take, like I said, I say this all the time. I take pride in being a good dad. I take pride in it, right? And I really want to be a great dad to all my children. And so, the biggest thing for me is just, man, my kids, just waking up and being able to say, you know what I'm saying, my dad is in my life, and he's actually like in my life, like doing it, like day for day, in whatever they need, whatever, I'm there, I got them, and so I want them to always know that, and I'm gonna stay in it. So, and it's a lot of time I try to make sure I don't get so caught up in the hustle, the bustle, you know. We get caught up in trying to make stuff happen. Like we're on a mission to make sure our families never want. We're on that mission, right? We're trying to grow our families. But at the same time, it's all like you still gotta take time out to be a dad at the same time, a husband, because at the whole thing, and I've been noticing, who majority of the time lacks in all this is the women, the wives. Hey, you ever thought about that? So, all right. So let me explain myself.
Well, I look at it
Okay.
because I don't think women. I think women are right there in there with me. I think they my partner, so I know what they thinking. They in the hustle too,
Okay.
cause we working together. You know what I'm saying? We doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? And we make sure we find time to relax together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't looking back and say, oh, I ain't spend no time where I'm hustling so hard. No, cause we hustling together.
Mm-hmm.
We doing everything that we doing to build as equals.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to look at it like that, cause where we at is where we at. And we'll move and we'll groove, we'll slide, you know what I'm saying? Then we'll sit back and we'll kick and we'll have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Tyra put up a post which was so well representative of what that day was like that we had.
Mm-hmm.
We woke up, the truck was broke into.
All right.
Had to work all that day, but that evening, man, we kicked it.
Yeah.
So we went through a cycle of time, or what they call time, a cycle of us being together.
Mm-hmm.
And we went for this phase, and we worked our way through the whole thing, talking, coming together, saying, okay, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. I mean, mapping out our situation. Now, to some people that might be, oh man, we do that all the time. But to me, that's growth for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't look at like, okay, I gotta save this woman. Oh, hell no. Shit, you might have to do something for me. Shit, that's how I look at it. I might need a little help sometime. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Shit. I don't play that caveman shit.
Yeah.
I might look like a caveman here and there, but I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that they're just as strong, if not stronger. We all have roles to play.
So what I was explaining, what I was getting at, like it's rare. Like some women don't get lost in the mix, but it's a lot do. And what I mean by that, say like a woman normally take back seat to push the vision. Just say if we have an idea.
Well, okay, you got it, because I do, I do. Okay, go ahead.
Ain't so much saying you.
Okay, let's talk about, well.
And I see this happen a lot.
But I know a lot of times it don't happen. But go ahead.
So I see a lot of women get lost somewhere they don't know who they are anymore. And what I mean by that is say the man got a vision or whatever, or got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
And majority of the time, that's what the family rock with. We're gonna push that idea. I'm saying I see this all the time. Like real talk. All right, so I see this, and we push the idea, and it be so much like a woman give up on her dream to push the family idea, and then 10 or 15, 20 years pass by, and then the woman don't even, you know what I'm saying? They ideas gone or whatever.
She been waiting to exhale.
Yeah. Yeah, and I see it a lot. That's what I'm getting at. I see it a lot. And you ask that woman, well, who are you? And they be like, I don't even know who I am.
Well, I don't date them type women, so I don't really know too many. I grew up around strong women.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm talking about my grandmother, my sisters, my mom, my aunts. I'm talking about strong women. I'm talking about, man, listen. And they demanded for you as a man, as me as a boy, I be who I am.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm talking about? So when I look at women, I don't look at women that is somebody to be, for me, spoiled the way I want to spoil them, or what they like, or the things I can do, the things I want to take care of, enjoying ourselves. But at the same time, in the status that this woman's in, she's taking care of her business. Handle your business. You need to talk. I'm gonna be your doctor. I'm gonna be your lawyer. I'm gonna be your psychiatrist. I'm gonna be your masseuse. I'm gonna be whatever you need me to be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And I expect at least the same from me, and we go from there. But thinking they lose they identity.
Once they get
I don't want to never, because I fell in love with the person.
Yeah.
When I fall in love with a person, I fell in love with that person. I'm not trying to change that person. All I'm trying to do is grow with that person.
Once you get longevity relationship, when you start
well, I ain't gonna stay in no long one.
I'm
just fucked up like that.
No, look, because you gotta think. So the person, yeah. So you gotta think. The person you got with at 20 is not the person at 40. The same person.
Exactly.
Both people different.
I said grow together, man.
I mean, definitely gonna grow together. Yeah. But the ideas, the what the hell going on? You got dang the person alert.
It's a blue alert. Officer shot.
Okay, somebody got shot.
Somebody just got shot. 2 Bibb County deputies.
Bibb County?
Yeah. Say how.
You got any folks in Bibb County, officers and got shot?
You gotta check on your folks, man.
Amber alert, check on your folks.
It's not an Amber.
It's an extreme threat.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me. It's not an Amber alert. It's an extreme threat. They laughing at me. But anyway, all right. So we were just touching on that. I don't want the women to get lost in the sauce, as they say.
I believe they're too strong for that.
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
God will.
And there be strong women will still lose themselves just to make things go out. So all right. So we pushing forward. We pushing forward, man. So look. So I've been watching some things going on this week, and I've been lost for words on a lot of things, and I've been on that like wow factor, like damn wow, shit really happened, right? So I've been noticing let's talk about integrity, right? The word integrity, right? It seems like we're losing our integrity, like, and integrity ain't nothing but honesty and having strong morals. That's all integrity is, right? Honest and having strong morals. Like integrity to me is like having giving your word to somebody, right? If I tell you I'm gonna do something, back in the day that used to be a binding contract, right? When you shake hands and hey man, I'm gonna do this for you, or you do this for me, and we shake hands.
Different people in there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's different time. Okay. So, but I'm still stuck on like if I deal with you, just say if I deal with you, and I come say, hey bro, I'm gonna do this by this date, and I give you a date on it. This man shouldn't have to check me, hound me for nothing. Whatever date I told him, I should be able to handle that by that time. And it's a lot. We don't do this anymore. If I mean,
we do it. I mean, they just call it old school now.
Oh, no. Okay. Say new school don't know shit about
I mean, we still do it.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't stopped doing it.
And I can't even say old or new because I'm gonna give you a little short story of integrity.
Go ahead.
Some guys came by my house yesterday. Some guys I know, they were 21. They came out the door and they called me, hey man, you need your grass touched up? And I was like, well, yeah, I need it touched up, but hey man, you know, they had a one weed eater, one lawnmower. Dude, 21 years old, him and his cousin, they both 21. And I'm telling y'all, if anybody know my yard, it'd be horrendous. It's a mess. And don't nobody want to do it if they cut it one time. Boom. So they came. I said, just go back there and look at it. You know, cause they were like, what you gonna pay us? I said, I said, well, go look at it. They like, man, we'll take whatever you pay us. I said, man, go look at it and tell me what you gonna charge. So he came back and like, man, we'll do, you know, about $100. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, bet. You know, motherfucker tell me $100. Okay, bet. So they said we'll be back around in the morning, early morning. Okay, I said cool. I said I'll be up, you know, 2, 3 in the morning. I'm up already anyway when you come. Them guys were back in my house at 7 o'clock in the morning, cutting down weeds with axes and machetes. Hungry, right? 21, they hungry. So they're just a short. They still don't even word. That's why I'm getting about the young. They 21, young generation, and they stood on it.
No, they didn't. They came to you and stood on it.
Yeah.
Because they know that's what you gonna deal with them on.
Yeah.
So, but what do they deal with their peers on? You see where I'm coming from? See, because they can't come to me and they gonna have to deal with old school thinking, whatever they want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna be men when we deal with this.
Okay.
We gonna handle our business. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what do they do when they go to their partners? Do they carry that same integrity, or do they come up with some old shady stuff?
I hope they stand on that integrity.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to find out. Because see, a lot of this stuff that goes on within our city wouldn't go on if they stood on certain things. Okay. And then a lot of times, you know, we want to say that some of this stuff is gone. A lot of people have changed the rules of the game, and I didn't never.
So we just don't know they was ain't the rules.
I mean, I go to the meetings. Ain't nobody said the rules and changed. So you know, ain't nobody came up and said, hey, we don't stand on our word no more. We don't respect our elders no more. Yeah. That ain't came down the pipeline.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't came down the pipeline that we killing our own family members.
Mm.
It ain't came the pipeline down. Not that I've seen. I might be in the wrong group. But my group.
say we the wrong group.
I might be in the
we
wrong
don't see what's going on.
I mean, you know, right? Because it doesn't take all that.
Yeah.
Because if you can't speak, we learn how to speak early.
Mm-hmm.
You learn how to communicate early. Mm-hmm. And all it is like communication. Mm-hmm. So if you before you decide to do anything, let's think about talking about it. See what the outcome's gonna be. Because now I don't know for sure. Mm-hmm. Y'all look it up, check it out, prove me wrong. But the Supreme Court laid down a ruling that the states, if they find you guilty of whatever crime, and you try to go back into the feds to get relief because you found evidence that you're not guilty, you can't go to the feds no more. Mm. That's what I understand by now. Somebody might understand it better than me.
Yeah.
But if you can't go get to and people who understand, y'all listen to what I'm saying. A lot of y'all don't get it.
Yeah.
But the people who understand, they got you with the Roe versus Wade and all that. And that's horrendous. I get it. But look, they don't just throw jabs. They throw uppercuts. They do combinations. When they do one, you best believe they're doing 3 or 4. We got to stop paying attention. We ain't paying attention. We ain't paying attention, y'all.
Well, you brought
attention.
Well, you brought up that Roe versus Wade. We were gonna speak on it, so let's go on and talk about it a little bit. You know, because you know, we watching that case that case was overturned, and so that law was passed in 1973. So that's almost a 40-year-old law that was set where women can have abortions. Roe versus Wade. Matter of fact, it was January 22nd, 1973. All right.
It wasn't about women having abortion. It's women having abortion.
No, I said abortion.
Yeah, it wasn't about that. It was about giving them their choice.
Choice to have. Okay.
It ain't about I want to have I want my right to. No, it's about I want a choice, and this is my body.
But now they don't even have a choice now, though, do they?
Man, listen, I ain't gonna even, man, listen.
Yeah, I'm just saying they overturn it when they don't have a choice.
Okay, so
even
now
have
they
abortion
all in
no
your
more.
house, all in
Yeah.
woman
You can't vote
private
children.
areas.
Women can't have abortion. I mean, you gotta think it's serious stuff going on.
You
with
better
that.
pay attention.
Yeah,
Pay attention now.
And
Pay attention.
And what's crazy, you got majority of the time the men making up all the laws, right?
See now, it ain't the men, it's white men. Let's
Well,
clear that, cause we
okay.
ain't made nothing now.
Okay, you're right. I don't
Okay,
wanna say that.
we ain't made nothing. I mean, that's what
I'm
it
with
is.
you, yo.
Okay, I ain't gonna say that. It's the
No,
system
no.
of men that's there.
No,
However you want to put it.
I mean, you said it right.
This is what's going on. We ain't made a law. We get caught up in all that male stuff, and look, man, we fighting too.
And we ain't made law the first.
Not one.
Right? And that's crazy to me because you telling me, because now it gets to like, what if a woman get raped?
Well, they got little clause and amendments for all type of things to make it seem like you got to read the whole thing. It's not saying it got other stuff in it. I don't know what it got in. Read it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it got a clause now. I heard allegedly about rape and incest. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to go check it out. All I need you to do is get involved. Get involved because it's going to affect your children, your grandchildren, a generation and generation from this point on. Because we're here. We're actually here. We actually dealing with this. This not 1965. This ain't 1973. This 2022. And we're dealing with this. We're dealing with this.
Yeah.
Okay, come on now. Where we going from here? If we keep not getting involved, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? It might not happen to us, but look, man, listen.
So look. So I'm gonna ask you this: when is the vote? when do we vote?
Ask Tyra.
See,
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
So
Tyra, you know.
So when the next vote? Because they just had the runoff, right? In June.
Right, they just had to run off.
All right. So
when we let stuff go, we normally let it go, right? We don't bring it back, right? We're gonna come back.
No, I need to know
Okay,
this because
okay.
I was getting it. I'm making a point here. So when is the next?
It's in October. I mean,
October.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean November.
November.
It's in November.
I thought you didn't know.
November. Cause you playing. You
I ain't no.
You shooting shot fired. Pop, 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 pop.
No.
You shooting.
I'm dead serious
Nigga,
because
you shooting.
You
shooting.
No, because I
Oh,
saw.
so
I told her this not.
Don't act like I'm shooting, but I'm shooting.
I told her
Come
this
on,
not.
man.
I said, dude, I am voting this out. And guess what?
Well, I hope you vote. Now go
I
vote.
am.
If you ain't been voting, I'm talking
I am.
about let's get serious. All bull, we're playing all that, but that's serious.
Because I saw.
And if you don't know if you can vote or not, I mean, give us a call.
Yeah.
Because we can find out if you can vote. Now, if you have a felony on your record
Y'all gotta come here.
and you're wondering about it, let me know.
You better hurry up though and start getting that stuff straight where they start restricting it. Okay, so we got a couple of comments. All right, Keisha Rose Style say if they can overturn Roe vs. Wade, they can overturn slavery. Ooh, girl, you better talk, girl.
Huh?
Boy, look,
Huh?
you hit them, didn't you?
Reparations.
Huh?
I said reparations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said they been gave us reparations. We just don't know. They gave it to us. Now we was Keisha said you better arm up. So this is what they did with our reparations. I found this out.
They gave it to white slave masters.
They gave it to white slaves.
Yeah.
But
They
see,
did
a
that.
lot of us don't know this.
Yeah. I mean, that.
We
I
still
mean,
talking about we wait on reparation.
I can't believe you don't know this. This is what I'm saying.
Man,
I
I'm
mean,
telling you, Tim.
people
a
not
lot of
study.
people-
Yeah.
No.
Oh my goodness! Come on,
We
we gonna
should,
start a.
You be thinking because you know everybody should
No,
know.
I think cause I studied.
You say-
But these Christians
Man, shit,
study to
shit.
show yourself approved.
Damn.
So tell us, they gave it to white slave masters to make up for them losing slaves.
Losing slaves.
Losing slaves, losing
Right.
their
When
property.
the slaves
Yeah.
would run away, or they would pay them. What was it, $1 million back then? What did they say, $1 million?
I think it was.
They were paying them way back when $1 million.
Man, listen.
And so we still talking about all the reparations, man. They been getting that way.
We should do some
look,
black history.
And I just found
Yeah, we
this
gonna
out
do-
a couple weeks ago.
We gonna do some. We gonna start doing Black History.
Every month.
Just tell me when y'all want to start doing. I got man. It's so
Every
many.
month.
It's so many of our scholars that we don't
Yeah.
recognize.
It's real.
I mean, these people have been telling us for years they have not been letting us see these books. They have not been letting us hear these lectures. You have to get understanding so you can get what you're looking for.
You got to clear that up. it's not. They have not let us. It's been out there. We just don't know where's that. What to go look for. And I think that's been our biggest problem because it's been out there.
You got to want to go to where that. I went to.
But if you don't know what do you even look for?
It's where that in prison. You want to go to? That's where I got it from.
But that ain't all where you can go learn it from, Tim.
I'm telling you where I had to go to get it.
Yeah.
I ain't telling you where you got to go to get it. I'm telling you where I had to go. I had to go to prison.
Okay.
I had to buck so hard they had to send me somewhere to set me down. But what they didn't realize when they set me down, I started learning and understanding what was going on.
Yeah.
See, I ain't sitting up here talking about none of this other stuff. I don't care about the bling or none of that. I don't nothing matter to me. Man, listen, let me stop.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
No, that's
okay.
real, bro.
Nah.
Like, cause you were thinking a lot of people don't know they gave away the reparations. I just learned it, bro, a couple weeks ago just by watching shows.
When I came home, what I came home with. Okay. When I came home, I wasn't playing. Have I played since? Have I played since? Do I do anything I used to do?
No, you're a whole different. Okay. Like I say, you're a whole different breed right now.
They just got to do their research.
Yeah.
You got to do research. You got to take interest in yourself. When you take interest in yourself, you're gonna want to find out what self is. And self has a long history,
man. You got to
being successful.
For more than missing
for
fights.
real, the phone. You can just sit on the phone and hey, tell me about.
We'll sit on it all day.
Tell me about the Bantu.
Looking at missing fights all day. Look. Now look, because I'm gonna show you how we'll sit there all day, and so we're gonna go on to the next move. So the internet been blowing up over this female and this guy that had a child together, and the guy was bringing McDonald's to his son. The internet been blowing up. Cause the other day I said, hey, there's something going on the internet. What's this about? Some dude somebody ain't feeding the children. And so I put it on Facebook and somebody sent me the link to it. And I said, are we serious? This what everybody been talking about? So the whole internet is blowing up about a girl that had 4 children. Her last child was by the guy. I don't think they're together anymore. And this guy, she was getting ready to film this guy. This guy bring over McDonald's to his child every other day or every day. I don't know how often he do it, but evidently he do it a lot. He come over there every day and bring McDonald's to his children. Now remind the girl have 4 children. One of his children is included, so she have 3 other children. So her thing was to film this guy to show the world this is a bad dad. That's what I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna expose him, right? And so when he get there, she started fussing at him about, I got 3 other kids, you didn't bring them any food in either. You know, the guy was like, well, man, that's not my responsibility. Why you didn't feed them? I'm bringing my son. He said, now you can send my kid out to the car. He can eat it out there. No, I'm not going to do that. So she eventually gets the food and throw it down. Right? Boom. So then the internet blew up saying, you know, you had people with different opinions. And a lot of times I seen what the women were saying, the guy was wrong. He could have fed all the women. All the children. So I was just telling my wife, I said, now if it was me, we don't know. Number one, we don't know their relationship, right? We don't know what they've been through. We know they're not together, but we don't know how this woman treated him, how it ended. But if he wasn't taking care of his child, that's when you can say he's not a good dad or whatever. But the guy was taking care of his child. So let me ask your opinion on that. How you feel about it, bro? What you think? Okay,
I mean, personally, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a dude that if I know this woman got a bunch of kids or whatever, and my son or daughter are there,
okay.
If I'm gonna bring me personally, and this depends on a relationship, cause there's other ways to get my son or daughter with me to do what I want to do with them without doing it. Okay, I have 2 different things I would do. I would either buy everybody something or tell her I'm coming to get my son and Karen, whatever, my daughter Karen, whatever.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't just put it out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Even if she was a nasty, trifling, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if she was, now I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, we talking hypothetical. if she, it depends on the relationship. I might be trifling, you know what I'm saying? I might be nasty, trifling, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It depends on the people. But my thing is, if it's my child, I'm gonna handle my business like I'm supposed to handle it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But she was coming off like this dude is obligated to feed the other kids. It's the way she was coming off, like he's obligated.
In a sense, as a person, as a human being, okay, and regardless of who's the father of these children, and I'm going to a place and I'm saying that it's 4 kids here, and I'm bringing something, not as a father, not as a parent, but as a human being, and I know that these kids are going to be his siblings or her siblings. Why would I want to cause trouble in that makeup? Because see, now you got the kids looking at each other like your dad, my dad, this and that. You know what I'm saying? You still have a responsibility. You know what I'm saying? To me, as a father, but as a human being, I'm gonna give you what you want.
See,
I'm gonna bring it over there.
We keep trying to make this human being moves.
I mean, but that's you asked me what I would do.
Yeah.
So I'm not talking about her.
No, like a lot of people,
they can do what they want to do. I'm talking about me now.
What I'm saying, a lot of people get caught up in the human being.
No, I'm talking about me.
I guess. I mean, a lot of people saying that, you know, because regardless, children there, you should have brought food. Okay, so I was looking, so I started laughing like, cause me, don't get me wrong, I'm a good dude. I didn't say regardless. It depends on circumstances.
Exactly. I didn't say regardless of children that you bring food. I'm saying that if you're bringing food,
and you know there are other hungry children,
and you know the other children that gonna be there, and I know this, I'm gonna bring food for everybody.
I feel you on that.
I'm gonna do that.
And I'm kind of like, oh boy, shit, why you ain't feed them?
I mean,
them your children.
That's what you do.
Now, okay, let's ante it up. Say this motherfucker got 7-8 children, and she got one of yours.
It don't matter, cause if I'm coming there with some food, if I gotta go buy 3 Little Caesars, $15 pizza, to spread it out there for them children to enjoy themselves, then I'm gonna do that, man. I ain't tripping with no kid. She might be trifling, or he might be trifling, wherever shit go. But I ain't finna trip with no kids. I'm just not gonna do that.
I feel it.
Okay.
So we taking you in.
I wouldn't do that every time. Because here goes the thing.
Not every time. See,
no, I'm saying, no, here goes the thing. I might, it depends on what mode I'm in, number one. And number two, once you start, it becomes like you're obligated to do this now. And see, we're not making, here goes the thing, what we're doing. We penalizing a good dad and letting the motherfuckers that ain't doing that off the hook. Like I told you on the ride over, I said, I bet you majority of those baby dads with other women that got other children and they in their lives doing for the other children. So that's where you kind of miss me, like, because I said a lot of times a lot of dads with other women not taking care of their own, but shit, you a hell of a dad on steps. So you can't play me like that. Man, you gotta be a hell of a dad real on yours, and I'm gonna be a hell of a dad on mine. See, that's what we get so caught up like, hey, no, dude, I bet you, out of them 3 kids, she probably got 2 or 3 baby dads. Now, I don't know how many for sure, but I'm pretty sure she got 2 or 3 baby dads. And if they not doing for their kids, they with some other female taking care of somebody else's children like it's theirs. We do it all the time. That's all. So I'm gonna sit back and be like, shit, little Ray, don't. They gotta get at it, right? They got to get at it like I'm gonna get at it. So I mean, see, man, you laying on your back having all these children. You good thing what?
Good thing I ain't have no children.
Yeah, because if we not together.
You know what? You would still been alright, because you know you my sister, so I was gonna take it.
Yeah.
See, I got so many children that listen. My thing is, I love children, not to the point where I want to be an example.
Okay, so let's change it up.
Okay.
Let's say, okay, it's not to take them something to eat.
Okay.
What if it's buying clothes? So if you take your kids an outfit, and she come out and tell you, well, you ain't buy my other kids' outfit. You can't just bring your child outfit.
I see some parents talk like that.
Outfits are not a necessity. I mean, you know, like,
but she might be it like this.
And we're seeing this one time, so we don't know if the other dad's bringing food other times for all the. I mean, we
might
really
be the only
know.
one that's not doing it.
Yeah, we really don't know.
The other dads might be
You
bringing
know,
food
you know
to
why
everybody.
I know it? That didn't happen like that. She would have put it on that video. The other baby daddy bring food to feed you. She would have told it.
Yeah.
She told everything that go on. You can't do that here. You know, give myself the June 11th. I mean, the 11th of the month and all this. She's saying all this. So I know if the other baby daddy were feeding his children, she would let him know that off the rip. She would let him know. I'm just telling you, once you get caught up like that, because then
with
it
a
becomes
woman like that,
so
with a man like that.
So
See,
what
that,
happened for Christmas?
I mean, no, that ain't got nothing to do with
No,
what if it's Christmas?
No, I'm just letting you
Okay,
know.
Christmas is not a necessity.
Wait a minute.
But well, she's trying to shoot the same
Wait a minute,
thing.
wait a minute,
That baby
wait a minute, wait a
I
minute.
think that would be something different.
Y'all carrying too far. We don't know these folks like that.
No, we don't.
We don't know these folks like that.
Like me personally, I would have.
I mean, my thing is, it's really they thing. They doing their shit, handle their business.
I would have took a little Caesar pizza and she couldn't record shit on me.
My nigga,
Still record your ass.
the thing is,
She would have said I was cheap.
you would have never been in that position.
Right.
So let's look at it like that. I mean, this young lady, this young man need to grow. Okay, they need to grow. Cause for one thing, she shouldn't have put it. That's their business. Why you got this all in? That's one thing. You got to talk to this man. Talk to him like you need to talk to him. Mm-hmm. Sit down. Let's have a organized discussion. If you can't discuss it, let's go somebody that's gonna mediate so we can find out. Cause the true prize is the child. The child. We can sit and laugh about this other shit. That don't help the children. This is what the problem. We gotta stay focused on what we need to be doing. You sit the whole morning, the whole time we've been here. I want to see my children get it. So when another person's child not getting it, it doesn't bother you.
Oh, it bothers me.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing about it.
No,
But you like. So the thing is, we got to put out these things that say, hey, let's talk to these folks. Hey, what's going on? Don't put, cause social media ain't gonna finna help you. Social media finna make you look like a fool. Then you're gonna get madder and madder.
All I do is
not you. I'm talking about the folks.
Yeah,
no, I'm talking
about you. He would about the children.
Exactly. I know he would. So you can keep that old bullshit out of my face. Quick. Yo, bro. I just had to go get all this money. Yeah. So I don't want to hear all that, man. You be talking that old.
The coaches got to get paid for the children to play.
That's a different scenario. What you're talking about? That's a different scenario. What you're talking about? I'm saying when you're talking about a person having children by somebody, I'm telling you, this a whole different ball game. I ain't talking about me coaching and these kids' need right here. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about I'm finna go over here and you are not finna tell me. Just say we had a bad relationship, whatever, we broke up. Ain't no, because the dude handled himself well. He didn't snap, he didn't go off. He was just saying, hey, look, man, I'm just trying to feed my child. So you're not finna tell me. Number one, you're gonna lose me when you make me feel I'm obligated to take care of somebody else's stuff. So you lose me already. It's a done deal. You lost.
So she can't just be tripping that day.
No, she can't trip with me.
I mean, we can't have a conversation behind that. Say, hey, look, I ain't like that. You know what you mean by that? What's going on? Boom, 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 boom. You can't do none of that.
I mean, we can't. We can't.
Well, all I'm saying. I mean, all I'm saying is that if somebody is growing, and I'm sure you and Miss Tasmanian Devil over there had all type of growing conversations.
Yep.
Because me and this one have all type of growing conversations.
Still do. I mean, they don't stop.
All growing conversations.
Growing never stop.
Growing conversations.
Yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We have this.
Not grown.
Growing.
But growing
conversations.
Exactly.
Okay. See, this is a growing conversation they should have.
Mm-hmm.
Because these growing conversations bring you to the next level of understanding within your goddamn fold.
So what's the little game they play when you could hold up a card or or do a little dance or whatever, and they had to figure it out. Hey, charade.
Yeah.
That's what I would did with this one. I had charade. I put a picture of their baby daddy. Hey, who is that? Hey, that's Bobby. Bobby need to be handling little Ray Ray. Hey, who is that? That's Amp. Okay, Amp need to take care of Poo Poo. Man, miss me, dude. I'm gonna take care of my. Cause see, the first thing when that dude don't take care of his, she gonna run him down under child support, put him on child support like he ain't take care of his. So we want here, dude gonna take care of his responsibility. We getting at this dude not take care of somebody else's responsibility.
But look,
that's what we
and true essence. Guess what she said before she did all that other stuff.
Tell her what she said.
The video was on. She said, watch what this. She said, watch. He do this all the time. So now I'm asking you a question. Does he do it on purpose? Does he do it to make her mad? Does he do it to
He's doing it on purpose.
Okay.
I'm telling you why.
So
this woman probably done dogged the dude to the man. He like, nah, he playing tip attack.
What if he mad because she won't be where he want her to be? So instead of being the man he know he is,
he's looking like a hell of a dad to me.
He's
bringing McDonald's over everything.
But what if he doing that to being low down though?
It don't say nothing about him being a dad. No. I mean, it don't make him look bad being a dad.
She said, she mentioned that, like, I'm finna show y'all this like a bad dad or something. She mentioned it in the video.
He's not a bad dad because
he's
like them other kids.
Yeah, I mean that was her opinion though.
Like that wasn't his. It wasn't his fault that
we don't agree with that he was a bad dad, but we don't know none of the circumstances going on there.
So let me explain. Okay, so we go past the dad. Do that make him a bad person?
We don't know him. So how do we know?
So you said
how can you put a characteristic to a person you don't know? How can we say is he a bad dad off of one isolated incident that happened that we don't even have the text for?
People do it all the time.
That's them. I can't do that. I need more facts than that.
People, period, do it all the time.
I mean, that's them.
Because the first thing
they shallow.
Say a guy cheat. The first thing they say, a cheater. Right?
Listen, man. I don't know what they say. I don't know who they is.
That's enough.
I can't understand how you feel.
Okay.
Do we got? I love that shit.
I would have slaughtered that one. This nigga ain't no good.
And then nigga would have been laughing at you. Why you got a baby by that hoe?
I'd have been like, hey, the rubber broke.
Nigga, why you in there? Oh, how you getting the house with all that garbage
I call it Henny night.
Okay. Nigga, you would leave that alone.
Alright, so look. So now, I want to talk about how far like family issues, right? When it come down to, I want to say life and death, or when it's about the kids, how we not putting our differences to the side to deal with the matter at hand, right? And I see a lot of that going on. And I think as a family, we lose a lot of time by not, like we were just talking about, by not communicating, not being able to sit down and talk as grown-ups. If it's a problem, let's talk about it. And versus losing 5 or 10 years of time, you know what I'm saying, not talking about it, right? So I see a lot of that going on. And when it comes to the kids, to me, kids always are off limits, right? So when it comes to the kids, if it's a problem going in the household, we should never go against if it. Whoa.
Really, that hit the bike, right? Wow. That was big.
Major Charles. Major. Wow. Okay, I lost my train of thought.
A whole bullfrog hit this man.
So yeah, just we're dealing with the kids, man. We need to be there, and kids need that.
I mean, I know that's what they say, but I honestly know. I'm gonna just say about my life, and me, and who I am as a man and as a father.
All right.
At first, when I went to prison,
all right,
I hated it. I wasn't gonna be with my son. I've been there for the first 6-7 years of his life. And now they're finna take me away from him. Which I bucked. Went to Mexico. I did all type of. But anyway, back on this, I came back. Now I wouldn't go to prison. And for me, I know how my personality was at that time and who I was at that time, and I don't know if that would have helped or hindered him.
Okay.
In his growth, because I can be very, very overbearing at times. You know what I'm saying? I know this at that time, not now.
Yeah.
Now I'm a different dude, and he man, to me, he his own man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I see parts of me and things of me. I see things of his mom, but I mean, he make his own decisions. He is the type of man that I would want him to be, and I wasn't always there.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't beat myself up from that
Mm-hmm.
because I don't hold the blueprints to his life.
Mm-hmm.
I gave my part to be part of his life, but Yahweh.
Oh shit, don't feel bad. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
you been there like David Day for years, 20 years, whoop whoop, and hoping that you finna do this and do that, and they'll fuck around and get right there to do and be like, this ain't what I want to do. Boom.
Yeah.
So it's just,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing.
I mean, so I'm just like, I feel like when it happens, if you have a certain faith belief, like I had or I have,
Mm-hmm.
at that time it was growing and it's maturing now. I just feel like things happen for the reason that they need to happen,
Yeah.
and you just have to be thankful and grateful that you're here to witness. And I'm grateful seeing who he is, and not just him. I'm talking about my whole family, my nieces, my nephews, my grandchildren. I mean, just seeing how y'all, I mean, you, my sisters, seeing how everybody has grown and matured in these ways, and I felt like I had to be there all the time. You know what I'm saying? I had to be somewhere, and then to be in a position where I couldn't do nothing and still y'all thrive. You know what I'm saying? I applaud y'all for that.
Appreciate it. Say, is it hard? Like, I find it hard to, like, when you've been kind of more like the leader or kind of having your handprint on everything that moves majority of the time, it's kind of hard to, like, let go sometimes,
Nah, I mean, the thing was, because I didn't know that. I didn't think of myself like that. I thought of myself as being the one who cared about everybody.
Okay.
And had dreams. I wanted to take care of everybody. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure everything, you know what I'm saying? I didn't care if Tanya wanted a car, I bought her a car. But I didn't care what time you win the car. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like that.
Yeah.
When you need me, holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm moving. I got to make stuff happen. You know what I'm saying? I was just too involved in the hustle at that time. I was all about what was going on and getting out there doing this and that.
So I noticed, you're saying, you hustling, bustling. So you done slowed down too, I noticed. Like, I remember you saying you take me time out now.
Well, the thing is, I learned how to make money smartly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm working smart, not hard now. So, and understanding that side of it, I understand that you have to always have time to reflect within self to keep self. Because if I don't do it for me, then don't none of the other stuff happen. Don't nothing happen if I don't do it for me.
Gotcha.
I mean, I can't depend on you, Tanya, Tyree. I can't. If I don't be here, I don't see none of it. So I have to take care of me. So those times and those days are for me to check out and make sure I'm good.
And I've been noticing how we so caught up with the tangible things, right, versus the intangibles.
Oh yeah,
and so I think a lot of time it get us in trouble. Always worry about the tangible meaning, clothes, cars, jewelry, stuff like that. So I'm watching motherfuckers out here buying like $30,000, $100,000 rings for their fiance. The motherfucker got a $10 relationship, right? Motherfucker be like, I done spent all this money, and within a year's time, you back either divorced or you ain't even get married because nobody putting in the intangibles behind it. The dedication, the grind to make it work behind the scenes, just like for show.
Well, see, you got to realize those are the distractions for the real people that's trying to make things happen.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get you to look over here and do what they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
then I can keep you from going to that path that's going to lead you to the real liberation of yourself.
Yeah.
Okay? If I can get you caught up with jewelry, I can get you caught up with whatever, this and that. Now, I'm not saying nothing wrong with that, but you have to have priorities when you're trying to get whatever you're trying to get. Every priority is not by a car, clothes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Different priorities for different people. You know what I'm saying? When you get it and you got it, you know what I'm saying? Do it. If you want to do it, you know what I'm saying? But, a lot of times the things that are most valuable are free. So you don't have to buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But anyway, alright, so look here. We about to get ready to get out of here. So I want to thank everybody for following us tonight, right? For joining in. I want to thank everybody that have went to subscribe for our YouTube channel, T.O.G. and Maroons Podcast. And if you have not, please go subscribe. We'll be back on next week at 7 p.m. But we're gonna have special guests next week. and it's a good one. I need y'all to tune in. We're gonna have some great conversation, and they're gonna be eye-opening, mind-opening conversation, right? So, anything you gotta say before we get out of here, bro?
Nah, I'm good, man.
You good?
Yeah.
So look, we're gonna tap into some stuff next week. So, yeah. We definitely need y'all to follow. Follow. So look, we also got some more things coming to where T.O.G and the Ruler gonna actually start giving out gift cards. But you're gonna have to be able to watch our YouTube channel, start following our podcast, be able to answer these questions. So we're gonna bring that to the table. Definitely gonna let you know when we do it, man. But we finna get ready to get out of here, man. Peace out, man. We love y'all.
You actually watching my heart, feel the hate. Motherfucker past, talking about shit that's happening here today.